Okay, next up is Unwelcome, a title of a movie that is it just displays irony in its purest form. A little while back, me and a friend of mine we went to the cinema to watch Knock at the Cabin initially, but the as we sat there and we were eagerly anticipating Knock at the Cabin, one of the ushers comes into the auditorium, looks up at us all, and goes, "Oh, sorry guys, yeah, it hasn't been uploaded yet, or whatever it was, to the reel, or whatever it is they do in the projection box." So we were like, "Fuck's sake." Out we go again, and the only film that was showing at that exact moment that we could walk straight into was Unwelcome. And I've still got I've still got echoes of my friend's voice, like, "Ricky, what the fucking hell have you brought me to watch?" And I kept turning to him saying, "I'm so sorry." I was apologizing for the movie. I was turning to him, I'm so sorry. I really am. So I'll start very quickly with the cast. So you might recognise Neve Kuzak from ball-busting British staples such as Heartbeat and Poirot, primetime TV. You might also recognise Jamie Lee O'Donnell from the quite funny, actually, Derry Girls on Channel 4. There's Douglas Booth in there, Cole Meany, who's been in loads of stuff, and Hannah John-Kamen from one of the Ant-Man and the Wasp films and Ready Player One. Right, so it's star-studded, but unfortunately, Unwelcome, it takes them and it just chucks these people down the career ladder, like smashing their faces into each rung on the way down. I don't know what any of them were thinking, like even picking up the script, let alone agreeing to be in it. Unwelcome seems to have 73% on Rotten Tomatoes. I've got nothing to say in that respect. I can only assume the critics are Santa's elves on a rebellion vacation. I don't know. I'll get round to the lead elf characters in a bit. But yeah, like I say, my friend kept turning to me and saying, like, "What the fuck are you what were you thinking?" I don't know. So the story itself is practically non-existent. You've got a couple married couple who suffer like a violent home invasion in their London apartment. So it starts off quite serious, and they move from the apartment to an idyllic sort of house in the Irish countryside, which I have to note. The first thing I noted was it's way too fucking big for him. It's like a 7-bedroom house, and there's 2 of them. So they moved to this idyllic place in Ireland, and at the bottom of their garden is this strange, like, murky forest, home to a swarm of I can only describe as Dobby on crack style elves. They basically come to a person's aid whenever the person's in trouble, but they require payment, usually in the form of some, like, your newborn baby or something like. Yeah, it's not much, but yeah, basically these elves, they come to people's aid, and you have to give them something in return. The couple move into this new house and are quickly intimidated by the group of family builders who come in to fix their roof. Jesus Christ, stay with me here, because this is dull. This is incredibly dull. The builders come in to fix their roof. They fall out with the couple, and then a fight sort of kicks off. So yeah, you've got this nasty sort of energy between them all. And the elves living out the back come running in to rescue the couple. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to the plot. There isn't. No, that's it. So that's it. The elves come and save them. The moral of the entire story is probably make sure you use checker trade for builders and scaffolders and roofers, and fumigators should you need them, if you need them on standby. I have never, ever witnessed a movie in my life about a bunch of rogue builders harassing the residents whose house they're doing up and getting their comeuppance in the form of 2-foot biters. It's beyond fucking bonkers. It really is. It's nuts. And quick side note here, some films are so terrible that they're brilliant. they're tacky, they're badly written, badly performed, they're just shit, but they're excellent. Okay, well, Unwelcome is so bad, it's bad. It's badder. It's fucking absolutely horrific. I don't know why it's gotten that on 70 on Rotten Tomatoes, but still. And another side note, if I may, the irony of the story is one character goes missing halfway through, which results in this widespread search out in the Irish countryside. It's very lovely, very scenic. And there's a good number of the community sort of all spread out. You can see them in the background as a couple of characters are talking, and they're all looking for this guy. And yet, like, you know, they perform that, they do all that, and yet none of them has once managed to stumble upon this like magic forest out the back of the couple's house, which has got this sort of barky igloo. It's all like wood and twigs and shit. Home to Dobby on crack. I don't know. It's nuts. It really is. So if I can get round to the elves. Seriously, if recreational drugs existed in the world of Harry Potter, well, although a couple of the characters, you know, you've got Professor Snape, who could barely speak for gritted teeth Potter, you know, that kind of polyjuice kind of shit, you know, that's clearly affected it, you know. And then, was it Malfoy's dad? Malfoy's dad's a bit, you know, that kind of thing. He's got the shivers, hasn't he? He's baked. So yeah. And I was trying to think of other characters. I don't know. Possibly Professor Umbridge. She seems to be just off her tits and continuously buzzing while she's prancing through cat shit. But yeah, if drugs existed in the world of Harry Potter, these things would be just fucking off their tits all the time. Seriously, they are weird, really weird, and they are Dobby, sort of just Dobby spin-offs. Basically, they've got these like distorted features, like little flappy ears. Dare I say they're kind of cute? But yeah, piss one off and you piss them all off. And they all come like legging it. I suppose it's like Critters or something from the 80s. Yeah, and they sound funny as well. Oh my god, one of them at one point, one of them's laying on a bed. Don't ask. And it's laying there and it's like, fucking stab me. Like, and it's excuse me. And the characters are all like sort of stood around just like, what the fuck is it? Is it a monkey? How the fuck is that a monkey? They have monkeys in the circus who wear clothes and things. Like, this is what the two builders, obviously. Yeah, another one of the builders is played by Chris Wally, who's in Young Offenders on BBC, which is kind of witty. But yeah, he stood there, he's like, they had monkeys in the circus. And God, it was just appalling, but it made me laugh out loud. His dad turns around to him, the character, and he's like, you belong in a fucking circus. And it's just, apologies for my Irish accent, by the way. I haven't quite mastered it yet. Mastered it. I haven't mastered it yet. Obviously, I haven't mastered it yet. So right, yeah, they're all stood there and they're all bemused by these little these characters, and there's they're just, everything just goes tits up. Seriously, it's fucking crazy. But the dialogue's shit. And although I laughed out loud, and you know, these things are just like aliens, and it's, oh my god, right? Do not watch Unwelcome if you've taken drugs, firstly, but if you're on a hangover or something like that, if you're feeling a bit fragile. No, actually, sorry, don't watch Unwelcome. Period. Okay, right. So yeah, I did note down that sorry, I was just thinking about one of the elves when it comes like running in up to the wife with this shopping bag, and it's got like a body part in it, a severed body part. Oh, fuck. Right. So the serious contradiction here is how Maeve, played by Neve Kuzak, as mentioned, at the very beginning of the film, when she meets the married couple, she's, oh my god, dramatics and the performance as she explains to them about these creatures. They're called the red caps. Don't ask. So yeah, she's talking to the wife, and she's like, please, please promise me you'll feed them. You'll leave a slab of liver or something at the door, and please feed them every night. You have to feed them every night, please. Like, and she's oh my god, it doesn't fit at all. It's really weird. It's like a genuine, heartfelt drama in something like this. Given how Unwelcome pans out, I was so confused at how brilliant she was. She's like, please, please, I beg you. It's like, wow, fuck. Okay, so yeah, right. Let me just positives. The set itself. Well, it looks incredibly fake and as if it's about to fall over, but I'm trying here. The set is pastel colors. It's misty. Quite literally, there's a lot of sort of fog and low flying clouds. Clouds don't fly. They sorry, I've wound myself up thinking about Harry Potter and stuff. They low hanging clouds. So yeah, you've got this like misty sort of outlay, and it's quite bizarre. It reminds me of The Cottage from 2008, starring Jennifer Ellison years ago. No, sorry, no, it doesn't. Sorry, no, because The Cottage is actually a dark comedy, and this is dark shit. So I'm desperately trying here. I'm trying to come up with some more positives, but I can't. I'm ending here. Right. That's it. Please, for the love of Christ. No, I don't like doing this because I don't tell people, watch this and don't watch this. Don't watch Unwelcome. Don't. There is sorry, yeah, that's it. And yeah, end of review. So, end.